morning, everybody. Happy Easter Monday. Hope you had a great holiday yesterday. I know we did. It was just kind of a nice day to go to services, come home, relax, not do much. Hachitowi did a lot of video editing yesterday. I knitted a lot. Just was an exhausting week, so it was nice to just kind of put my PJs on and my bathrobe on and not do too much. But had a great time, just chilling and so forth. Not sure what today's going to bring. Probably busy, but that's okay. That's Monday for you. And so we'll see you later on, and hopefully have something interesting to talk about. I still got that spring itch in my throat. It never quite seems to go away until like mid-April, mid-May. So I thought I'd talk quick about what a typical day is like in my line of work. So Monday is typically, get into work as soon as I can. I like to actually get there a little bit early so I have a chance to listen to my voicemail messages and have a good sense of what happened over the weekend, and get started on kind of plotting my day. But Monday mornings at 8:15 we kind of have a team gathering and just chat quick about anything necessary from the weekend, or if there's some pieces of information that we aren't going to have time to talk about in our staff meetings, we do it during this time. Just kind of a get together and check up, and also if there's anything new rule-wise coming down the pipeline and that we might need to be aware of. So from that, I'm usually getting back to my desk, about 8:45, 9-ish, and from there I take a look at, okay, who do I need to see this week, kind of plot out my visits to care facilities, or if I have to see somebody who got admitted over the weekend, and where do I need to go, or who do I need to call. I also have to call my home patients and set up visits with them. So Mondays I'm typically getting out a little bit later. I really like to be out of the office by 9 or 9:30, because the thing about seeing patients in care facilities is that range is pretty good for catching people. They've had their breakfast. Generally, they've had their shower, or if they get showered or that day. So it makes it good. They're back in their rooms or out in the sitting areas, so you can find them fairly easily. They're awake. They can chat, and that usually goes roughly until about 11 o'clock, which is when most facilities start getting patients together for lunch. Me, on the other hand, I tend to like to go back to the office about that point, so that way I can work on my charting before I take my lunch break at 12 o'clock. And then I typically wait until about 1 to go back out again, and usually take advantage of that window from about 1 to 3 to see people in the afternoon, because again, want to make sure that they're done with lunch. And afternoons do tend to be a little bit harder, because in care facilities, most patients, or some patients, like to take naps after lunch, so it makes it harder to catch them awake. But I mean, that's typical. It happens that sometimes you miss people. They're out of their room, or they're sleeping, and that's fine. We just visit again at another time. And Usually try to set my home visits first during the week so that I have them planned, they're all mapped out, and I can kind of, and hopefully avoid going from one end of the service area to the other after making one home visit. I'd rather not drive clear across to see another person. I'd rather try and kind of keep them together if I can, or stay within town, and that way avoid doing a lot of driving all over the map. So that's kind of a typical planning day. Now, clearly, I am available if there's emergencies, and I tend to, if there is a need, I tend to cancel something or not go to a facility if there's a need cropping up. As you may have heard, my phone just beeped, so I might have an email or a text that says, can you come see so and so? Oh, because they're transitioning or something's happening and you're needed. And so I like to say that I don't write my days in pen, I write my days in pencil. That way, if there is something that comes up, I can quickly erase it and check on what's happening and or move it to another day. So that's kind of a typical day, but as healthcare is, no day is a typical day. So I got done with work a little early today. Nice thing about being salaried is that if you work on the weekends, say for example having to go out on a visit or doing a funeral as I did, that you can flex your time, and so you're not necessarily locked into clocking in at 8:30 and clocking in at 8 and clocking out at 4:30. I can kind of clock in when I choose, though I would choose to clock in closest to 8 o'clock as possible and clock out when I'm supposed to clock out. But anyway, that gives me a little time to go run a couple of errands, bank, the dollar store. We needed garbage bags. Thanks, because we've got recycling to take out, and of course, want to make sure that we have all the garbage taken out when Mama Kaufman comes to visit later this week. Actually heading for the gym. Probably will meet Toby there because he just got done probably about 10 minutes ago, give or take. So, more this evening. Whew. Just got done with our walk at the gym. Feeling pretty good. Toby's actually running quick here to the pharmacy so he can have his meds, and heading home to make dinner. Let's see, what do we got on tap tonight? Hey, house cleanup, dishes. It's a very uninteresting night. But you never know. We'll find a way to make it more interesting. Because living in our house, it's always interesting. Just made a quick run over to Walmart, because Toby reminded me that, of course, being the day after Easter, all of the Easter candy goes on sale for half price, so it gives us a chance to stock up on treats and help keep our offices and such in sugar, which, of course, every hospice worker knows is needed every so often. And even though we are probably all very conscious about health food and some watching our weight and watching what we eat, every so often it's just like you need chocolate, you need something, be it chocolate, be it Reese's, be it everything or anything. And it's always nice to get it a little bit cheaper, because that way you can share more, spread the love, etc. So heading home, seeing what my husband's gotten into.